time when you ask every politician, where do you stand on Gateway?
Me so early to want to get out of the gate and actually fight this was a quote in the paper by Falcon that said, "We're going to build it no matter what." And I thought that's just amazing.
Urban areas will have seen some things you might not recognize. Those big flat green spaces, that's called farmland.
The tragedy at Gateway is not that it's going to give those people the choice that they need. It's going to take it away.
They want you to stay at home. They want you to not talk with one another. It's insidious. It is ruining our democracy.
If all of our neighbors really understood what was in store for them, if these projects go ahead, BC Place Stadium wouldn't be big enough for us all.
This government doesn't give a good goddamn about the environment. Not a bit. And what has to happen now? We must find a way to unite this kind of feeling, this kind of sentiment, right around the party.
Weeks of unpredictable weather throughout BC's Lower Mainland gave way to welcome sunshine today as a diverse group of residents from across the region gathered at this Delta Community Hall. They came by carpool and bicycle, some 800 strong, to this location typically difficult to access by public transit, to discuss a common passion, putting a stop to BC Minister of Transportation Kevin Falcon's planned highway mega project, known simply as Gateway. Here in the rural community of Delta, one component of the Gateway project, the South Fraser Perimeter Road and its related expansion of Delta Port, threatens local farmland while promising increased greenhouse gas emissions and ecological devastation for the region. And that's something that's got this crowd a little riled up.
Where democracy runs through people's blood strong, the environment is better. And where democracy has suffered, the environment sucks.
This province has unwittingly become an oligarchy. It is frightening, it's dangerous, and it's a source of deep anger to a lot of us.
Yes,
Event organizer Donna Passmore discussed the origins of her ever-expanding Gateway 30 network.
I was awake till 2 o'clock this morning thinking, what if nobody comes? I went to meet with my MLA, who was the Minister of Transportation, and I said, gee, Kevin, this is not the right way we should be going at this time. And he said, Donna, you're the only person south of the Fraser who feels that way. So I went out and formed a network of 30 organizations from Richmond to Chilliwack, representing a combined membership of over 300,000 people.
There aren't going to be too many regions in the world that will say that their contribution to Kyoto is through expanding their highway system.
The enthusiastic audience heard from a wide range of expert speakers, respected scientists and leaders of nonprofit advocacy groups, to politicians from all three levels of government wearing varied political stripes. They paid close attention to some unlikely voices too.
We have a group on Facebook. I don't know if anyone knows this, but your children do at least.
If your kids, if your younger brother and sister, nieces, nephews, anyone who's a young person, if they care about this, but they think, I don't really have a voice, or, my voice isn't going to matter. Well, it does. I mean, everyone has a voice, you just have to use it.
And where would any big event be without a little entertainment?
We're radical environmentalists. Oh, we're radical environmentalists.
You're a dinosaur. Hey, the air is going rancid. You're a dinosaur. Put our money into transit.
But it was the afternoon's passionate, informed speakers who often brought the crowd to their feet.
And I want to quote directly from Minister Falcon. He said, you can pull together a couple of hundred people that will always show up and oppose stuff. They're always the same little group. He was talking about you.
Who the hell says we want to be Canada's great gateway to the east? I don't know.
I don't want to sound radical, and I don't want to sound anti-business. I'm come from a family of entrepreneurs, and I'm a conservative. I don't know how many of you might be in this room. But do I want responsible government? I want an environment that sustains agriculture, the people living on it, and wildlife. That's all we want in this room. That's what we deserve, and it is what we are entitled to.
Positively within society that occurs unless there are people like you who have vision, who know it can be better, who have the gumption and guts to stand there and fight for that change and that vision.
Building rapid transit to the Tri-Cities, a project that's been promised to those people for more than a decade, and more West Coast Express services to Surrey and Delta and Langley, and looking at the interurban, and LRT on the Fraser Highway, and better park and ride, and more, lots more SkyTrain cars, and so many more alternatives that we should be doing.
We've gone from $3 billion trade exports to China to $6 billion. In the last 10 years, China has gone from $5 billion to $29 billion. We have a huge trade deficit. CAW has estimated for every $2 billion in trade deficits costing 15,000 Canadian jobs. So why are we spending $7 billion building an infrastructure to put Canadians out of work?
All this can't be Betty Crosby's. But if you can distribute the newspaper, if you can distribute that postcard you heard today, if you can donate, if you can attend a public meeting, if you can support a politician who will kill Gateway, then do it. And collectively we will stop this thing. Enjoy the day. Enjoy the region. Earn the right to live here. Stop Gateway.
While they left on the same roads they came by, after today's inspirational rally, the road ahead, as promised by Transport Minister Kevin Falcon, seems a little less certain.
It has been a sham of democracy.
That's right.
In terms of this project.
That's right.
There has not been any real consultation. As I said, I attended all those meetings. Not once did they ask anybody, do you want this program?
Environment Canada said there is a significant possibility that the Pacific Flyway will be broken. Did the regulators listen? Did the politicians listen? No. Because big business, the Vancouver Port Authority, wants that expansion. British Columbia government is estimating we'll need a capacity of somewhere between 5 to 7 million containers a year on the West Coast. With all of the expansion, and if we add in Prince Rupert, the capacity will be well over 9 million. We will never be short of port capacity on the West Coast, even if we did nothing with Roberts Bank.
Property developers that are big-time supporters of the Liberals stand to benefit big time from these projects.
This is not about products that are coming to our consumer marketplace here. It's going to North America. We're part of the global supply chain.
The Walmart pipeline.
Exactly. So the whole environmental premise for Gateway at this point is greenhouse gases are going to go down and pollution will be reduced because the traffic is going to be moving. That can only be true if they never allow congestion to occur again. And because there's no example of that happening, the only basis is that we will build more bridges and more tunnels and widen more roads whenever the traffic looks like it's going to congest, and we will be right back where we started. 1972, Vancouver decided we weren't going to be like any other place. We've ended up to be livable. We've ended up to be economically healthy. We are part of you. You are part of us. There's no division along the Fraser. We all breathe the same air.
I'm a Churchillian. And in part that's because he said this: never, 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 never give in. And that's damn good advice for all of us here.